checking in again with the weekly updates. Got a lot of stuff to go over this week. We're in the middle of January and we're off to a flying start this year. So let's dive right into it real quick, okay? First off, I want to say thank you to the Pleasanton store. They caught a couple of my mistakes in the last couple of weeks. One was on the new S&G hardwood. I had mismarked one of the samples. And then also on the new Lifetime Series flip card rack, they caught that life growth should not be on there. So good job, Pleasanton. That tells me when samples come into your store, you guys are really on it and you're checking them out and trying to learn everything you can about it. So thanks for the help and thanks for letting me know on that. Second thing is, as we are a little over halfway through the month, we have a number of people that are really having a very successful month that are well on their way for hitting their bonus numbers. So that's a great job. As you know, the second half of the month is always busier than the first half, and that's especially true in the month of January. Obviously, coming off the holidays, we don't have real good walk-in traffic after the first few days, so today was a holiday, Martin Luther King Day. From what I understand, we had pretty darn good walk-in traffic in all the stores, even though the weather was not cooperating. But my point is, keep going strong. Even though your numbers might not reflect that you're halfway to your goal, you should finish strong. And like I say, walk-in traffic was good with the holiday. Estimate counts are looking good. Margins are looking very good. So we're extremely optimistic that January is going to turn out to be a good month for us. But with that said, I just want to recognize that Roy in the Pleasanton store, Karen in Almaden, Margot, Eric, Alex in the Rancho store, Chet over in the Elk Grove store, and Dino in the Rockland store are well on their way, like I say, to hitting their goals. So if they can do it, I know you can do it too. So keep fighting the good fight, keep setting up those estimates. Next thing, you're going to be getting new emails. It's our goal in the next week to 2 weeks to have everyone set up with their new email addresses. Great selling feature, great selling tool that you can use to stay in touch with your consumer. If you don't know how to use the email, definitely get with your store manager so they can teach you. One thing I want to touch on though, this is a company email. It is a business email and it's intended to be used in the work atmosphere. To let you know that the corporate personnel as well as everyone does have access to your email, so there shouldn't really be anything private on there, shouldn't be anything provocative or risque or anything like that. So if you have friends that are going to send you an email to work, boy, tell them to keep it clean because we just don't want any problems or go down that path. In fact, we're going to have everybody sign a document saying that they understand that it is a business email and is intended for business purposes, okay? So just want to make that really clear. But it's a great selling tool and should really help us in the future. So look for that to come down the pike. Another thing coming up over the next couple weeks, you should be getting a Bruce and Armstrong new laminate rack. Those should be coming into the stores over the next week, and a product training by your local Funston rep will follow that. From what I understand, it's a larger rack, more samples, and a little bit easier to manage samples than those giant ones that we have on the Armstrong ones currently. So that's something new and exciting. Something else you'll be noticing that'll be changing starting this week. And obviously we have the A, B, C, D pricing that we're currently using on the carpet side, which is working out extremely well. Again, A stands for ask, B stands for bargain, C stands for contractor, and D stands for distributor. Okay, so memorize those terms. By all means, if you're a flooring consultant, you can see B, you can tell someone that this is our bargain price. If you have to go to the C level and telling them this is the contractor price, that's even better. So feel free to use those terms. But my point was going to be that you'll be seeing that the pricing will be extended into the hard surface side. Carol will be starting to work on that this week, and hopefully by the end of next week, all our hard surface will be matching also too. So you'll be seeing that in the ABC as well. So that's something new and exciting coming down also. What else do I have? I wanted to touch base on something. I was looking at my notes. I had asked all the stores to email me the value of S&G, and I got about a 50% response, which I was a little bit disappointed with. Some of the stores weren't able to put together a list and email it to me. I think it's a valuable thing to do. I think it's important that everyone understands what we're selling. We're not selling, a product, or we are selling a product, but it's not just flooring. We're selling the service, our reputation. We're selling everything that S&G offers. So I know it's important for you to understand that and be able to recite it and just come out of you, and it's just got to ooze out of you, as they say. So, but anyways, as I was looking at the list and I started to contemplate the value of our S&G employees, and it was mentioned on a couple of the lists that we have non-commissioned sales staff, we have a veteran sales staff. They're willing to spend limitless time with our clients, and that they're generally care about our customers, which are all good things. But it's important to realize that selling flooring today is probably the most difficult it has ever been. Okay, and a couple factors. One, the internet. Okay, not only competing against internet stores that have no overhead, but you're also, the website is accessible to everyone. So your customer coming in today is more informed and more prepared than they've ever been in the past. Okay, knowing roughly what things are going to cost, knowing about products, and some of it is totally bogus and wrong, but because they've gone and done some research, there's a lot of times that they come in ready for bear, and if you can't stand up to the scrutiny, if you're not an expert, if you can't use that law of authority, boy, you've lost them right off the get-go. Okay, so that's one thing that we got to keep concentrating on is our product knowledge. Keep working at that. Spend some time at home. Go on the websites. If you don't know about Armstrong Wood or laminate or vinyl or Mannington, whatever, go to their website. Check it out. Okay, see what you can learn from it. See what your consumers are learning, what they're coming in expecting to be told by you. Okay, so that's one thing I thought of. Another thing is telling the consumer how valuable you are. Okay. Those things that were mentioned before, they're all true, but what are you going to do for them? And there's nothing wrong with telling them what you're going to do. Okay? The most valuable thing that S&G has is its people. And that's true of any business. Okay? The people make the difference. Okay? And what you need to remind the consumer, what you're willing to do, I kind of jotted out a quick list, is when you first greet them, okay, and tell them what you're going to do for them, that you're going to work for them, you're going to help them, you're going to ensure that they get the proper product. Okay, and that means in general, be it tile in their kitchen, vinyl in their kitchen, laminate in their kitchen, hardwood in their kitchen, whatever it may be, you're going to ensure that they get A, the proper product, B, the proper style, proper style of that product, and then C, the proper color. Okay, so that it's going to be a useful product, a durable product, it's going to color coordinate, it's going to be fashionable, so they're going to love the product in their home because you've asked these questions, and you're going to ensure that that's going to happen for them. You're going to ensure that it's going to be in a price range, that it's going to fit their budget. Okay, so after you've done all those things, then you're going to set up a qualified or a complimentary proposal. Okay, after that, they give you a deposit check. You're going to track the order. You're going to make sure that it's ordered. You're going to make sure that they get it in a timely manner. If it's on back order, there's issues or shipping delays, you're going to let them know. You're going to keep them totally informed. After the material comes in, you're going to call and schedule an installation date for them. You're going to select the best installer that's available from our stable of great installers to make sure that they get a quality job. After the job's completed, you're going to call them back. And you're going to ask them how the job went and if they're totally satisfied and happy with everything. Okay? All those things that you're going to do to earn their business. Okay? And that's you selling yourself as well as selling S&G, as well as selling the product. Okay? And you telling a consumer that you're going to do all that for them builds value to you. Okay? The other stores aren't doing that. We always think the big box is our competitor, but they're not doing that. They could give a damn about the people that walk in. But that's what makes S&G different, the people that work for us. Okay? So never lose sight of that. Keep practicing. Keep learning your product knowledge. Keep improving. Check out the product knowledge category of the website. There's 3 new postings about the S&G hardwood and battling the big box part 2. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.